this green-black Aurora deck, built by Sam Black. Sam Black. So basically, today's schedule is to jam some games with this, learn as much as possible, learn how to play the deck, see how well it's positioned in the meta, figure out why, get in his head basically, and figure out that's where I want to be in Minneapolis. What's up, Travis? I'm gonna be trying not looking at the chat while playing this stream. I played a little bit without streaming before. I haven't done that in a while. I haven't played Magic Online without streaming in so long, and I was doing a lot better than when I was streaming. That could be just resorts oriented thinking, but I think there is something for me being distracted in two ways. And maybe I think also there might be something with splitting my lines of play up, where I'll have a line in my head and then someone in the chat suggests a good line, definitely a great line. I don't think the people I have in my chat are suggesting bad ideas, not all the time, but I think that I'm possibly splitting my attention too far into two different directions, where I kind of do two suboptimal lines. Definitely in between games, I'll be looking for feedback, or maybe really close situations that are hard. I'll be doing that, but I think that's what the format I'm going to try today to do is, because again, this stream is all about just learning and becoming a better Magic player. So whatever gets us through to do that, that's what I'm going to do. So for people that haven't played the deck or have seen the deck before, it's a green-black control deck / ramp deck that tries to control the game and put permanents on the battlefield and get to the game to a state where I can cast the Great Aurora, which is kind of like a sweeper / draw spell, and basically capitalize on all the permanents you put into play, either clues with Tireless Tracker and all these lands you've ramped into. And once you Great Aurora, you draw so many cards, you get to play all the cards you get to draw off of it. Maybe I should explain this card because maybe people don't know what this does. Each player shuffles all the cards from his or her hand and all permanents he or she owns into his library, then draws that many cards. Each player may put a number of land cards from his or her hand onto the battlefield, exile the Great Aurora. So it's a big, huge effect that changes the entire game state, restarts the game, except that you get to play your spells first, basically. And your deck is 26 lands, so you probably draw more lands than them. And you just get to have they have a 0 board, and you have 2 Sylvan Advocates and a Tireless Tracker, or you have an Nixilis or whatever. So the deck is super powerful, just goes super big, and I'm interested in doing that right now. My biggest contenders for Grand Prix Minneapolis are these green-black, big control, very overbearing decks. I think Seasons Past and the Great Aurora, these cards are just overbearing. They just slam you over the head with card advantage, which is awesome. Green-white tokens, or maybe some sort of Eldrazi Reality Smasher right deck or something. Those decks seem interesting. The fact that they're exploiting on the removal spells of the format. Elaborating a little bit more on that fact. So Reality Smasher is kind of hard to kill right now because it doesn't have a Grasp of Darkness or Ultimate Price. And it hits them because most of the things they kill are sorcery speed. So I might be wanting to play a Reality Smasher deck, but it depends how well the black decks are doing in Aurora. So we're going to take this for a spin for a couple of matches, probably do a league, then another league, and learn as much as possible. All right, let's go.